Travis Wayne Goodsell. So I'm a bit bummed today. As the Moses with the Exodus is a type and shadow of the latter-day Exodus, I am confirmed again today that it came and went. When I did the last video, in that last segment, because everything was lining up perfectly for it. There was the court battle where the pharaohs kept saying no. Creeping death. And the signs in the heavens, and all that. And so, when that year came and went, I guess in a way I was hoping that that wasn't it. Although, I was preoccupied with the first attempted eviction. And the death threats and the assassination attempts that year. But I wasn't able to convince enough people of what I was talking about. And then the majority of my subscribers died. And of course you got YouTube's interference. I went back and looked for the Book of Mormon code videos I did. Try to find the first one. And I had a playlist. And the Mormon employee for YouTube had been secretly committing cyber terrorism. Deleted all my thumbnails from those videos. So there was no notification that they were inappropriate, because I would have gotten strikes and whatever. Nope, he just thought he'd do it on his own as an employee of YouTube. Took down all my thumbnails. Now I've got all these things in files. Remember, I'm keeping the 200-pound Egyptian gold plates, lugging them around with me. Made it to the mountain. The wounds in my hands and my feet. And then I'm here with the second eviction. And apparently Mormons are okay with this. Seeing me suffer, as they think I'm being proven wrong, when it's they who have proven themselves to be wrong. Because each and every single one of you are responsible for yourselves. You're not supposed to just go along with the popular choice. You're not supposed to do it as a fad or a clique or whatever. But then I look back. What if? And I see that we would have gone to the Capitol to defend it, rather than Mormons going to the Capitol to destroy it. Boy, would that have made the news. Mormon on Mormon, doing battle to save America. Or destroy it. Whoever wins. And that comes from the title of Liberty part in the Book of Mormon. I did the videos when I noticed them. Because if you hadn't noticed, there's one particular person who wants to reign as king. The one with the mark of the beast on the foreheads of his followers. And the temple would have been well under construction by now, after 2 years. But no temple, no saving of America, no Exodus, no Zion. So yeah, I guess I have been in denial in a little bit, as I keep recognizing signs in the heavens, doing those videos for you, and you guys fulfilling the Book of Mormon again by not caring anymore. 3rd Nephi chapter 2. But yeah, we're not done yet. That's the thing. There's still the day that shall burn as an oven. There's still the fall of the great and abominable church. And I've been going over with you how that's going to be. They're going to have Mormons do it. That's why they are pushing Jesus more furiously now than leaving the Book of Mormon and Joseph behind. Because they're confident now that if they can destroy this church, the Book of Mormon and Joseph goes with it. And so any Mormon who tries to resurrect Joseph's organization and the Book of Mormon will be instantly hated by the populace who survive. That was his whole intention when he took it over, after ordering the murder of Joseph and Hiram. So, well, even though this year some stuff also got fulfilled, it could have been easily just as fulfilled back then too. But yeah. So I am still curious though about the dualism between the old place and this place. And it's falling apart lately, but I'm not leaving anytime soon. They made sure to make this a permanent residence for me, even though this isn't supposed to be a permanent residence, let alone a residence for me. They actually dared assign a person a temporary bed there, and he could smell it, and he asked us, and we said yes. And there's also, and he just left. He wasn't going to sleep in that bed, and so he didn't stay here. He'd left. That's pretty sad when the shelter isn't up to homeless standards. the streets are more desirable. So, but I did choose to stay with you guys rather than just take off like Nephi, father of Nephi. I talk about him in third Nephi, was it? Where he just takes off. And I remember as a believing Mormon in my younger years thinking, oh, he went to go see baby Jesus. He's one of the 3 wise men. Yeah, no. So it'd have to be in Helaman when he left then, wouldn't it? Well, no, you go see him as a child. I'm not going to look it up. So yeah, I'm still keeping track of the signs in the heavens and movements every day. Still adding to the record because I'm not dead yet. Still got space on the records. But yeah, taking the records has made it so that I don't have room for clothes and hygiene and such. I have minimal. I'm supposed to get my feet looked at tomorrow, but the ladies doing appointments didn't even remind me today. Went and bought the necessary stuff for it tomorrow too. So yeah, it's no fun having my storage unit being held hostage. That's not cool, because I'm having to pay the ransom money for it, submitting the receipts and the counterclaim. That seems to be a perpetual counterclaim, never-ending counterclaim. But yeah, I see the threat to me. It's not just putting me here and having a storage space that gets indefinitely rented. They literally wanted to deny me everything that I had built up again. Those 6 years, I was able to get some compensation and was able to buy a lot of stuff to start a life again. And then over the years, I was able to add to that. And then with this eviction, it wasn't just to put me here, it was to deprive me of my 200-pound gold plates and Egyptian gold plates and my property. They wanted to destroy. And then because I kept the 200-pound gold plates, they tried to evict me from this place. And when that failed, then the storage unit tried to steal my property. They just will not stop until I am silenced and dead. And they just refuse to treat me equally. The number last night for that 1 hour of time, it increased to 176. It seems to be permanent at 176. But yep, it was clear. They shut it down after that. Because I know your patterns of behavior. You're watching all these other shows. You'd be watching mine too if YouTube made them available for you. That the other week when I had the 1,000 views in 3 days. Yeah. That's the way it normally should be if I were starting. When I'm building up. So yeah, YouTube stepped in and stopped it. Just so much hate to cover up the lie from you guys. To leave you in the dark. To have you worshiping idols. To have you committing crimes on behalf of the church. And I can see why they're doing it. Because they are under the impression might makes right. That's the way it's been throughout history. The winner gets to write the history. So yeah, the church won. Brigham Young won. So he got to rewrite the history. And everybody fell for it. Just like Constantine. He won. He got to rewrite history with Eusebius. So the view of the Gospels are skewed up. And the view of Jesus in the Gospels is skewed up. Just like Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon are all messed up for ex-Mormons. Even though ex-Mormons know there's something wrong that's not correct. But they don't know because of the lie of Brigham Young. Purposely done to keep people away from the truth. So if you lie, you're going away from the truth. And his lie was such that he changed this. So that when people realize he's lying, they think they're back on the right track, but they're still on a different path. And then they take it and run with that different path, thinking that's the truth. And you get all these authors creating new books based on this false alternate path. So yeah, even Sandra Tanner, when I interviewed her, I could tell she was believing that female author who came out with the book saying Joseph Smith Sr. was a drunken bum. That Lucy Mack held the family together. He was very religious. You can see it in the rewritten 116 pages. That was him. That's not a drunken bum writing that. But when you're on the wrong path, you got to create those things to justify the false belief. So, yeah, I'm kind of bummed because I'm not sure what Exodus pattern will happen now, other than everybody just continues not to believe, destruction happens, survivors do their own thing. And so you'll have Mormons who will stay and try to rebuild Zion here in Salt Lake. And you'll have Mormons saying, I guess it's time we got to go to Independence, Missouri. And they'll pack up and go. But nobody's going to know to go to Southern Illinois. There's no Zion there. There's no temple there. That's just the designated spot for millennia that everybody knew about. Except for Mormons who've been lied to. So, yeah. And we're going to have an outburst very soon here. Yeah, I forgot to do that. I meant to do it. I was in the process of doing it, and I totally spaced it. But I'll do it here after the video. Because I'm still keeping track of the stats, despite YouTube thinking that that's medical misinformation. You all know they're lying. They just want an excuse. They're the ones that need to be banned and shut down. And the government won't do it because, well, What other platform does what YouTube does? Technically, Google should step in and replace the management, put in all new management, get a whole new algorithm system equal for everybody involved. Fire the Mormon. But yeah, I don't know how much longer I can last. I'm getting worse. Got malnutrition. The other day I had the first seizure while I was here. Before I was evicted, I started recognizing the escalation of seizures from the malnutrition because they cut off the funds so I can get food. I was living off of whatever I had stored up because that's where I get my seizures from, is with malnutrition. And so typically I'll have a reserve of Reese's peanut butter cups because the peanut butter is able to get into the bloodstream quicker for me to get that protein in me. So yeah, I ran downstairs as best I could. And it kept saying, sorry, card not able to be read. I need the Reese's Pieces. Had to buy 3 or 4 packs of them. But yeah, I'm not able to exercise like I used to. Going on 3 months now without exercise. And so yeah, I'm hurting. The allergies. There's no end in sight for stopping the allergies. So I'm just, they knew what they were doing to me. They planned it. And nobody is stepping in to help to do their job. See, the West Valley City Police, they've dropped the case, the investigation. They're not even going to bother. That one officer came in and quashed it from me. The whole place is corrupt. So that's what I'm concerned about, is maybe there are none that'll be righteous. But there will be survivors. But, yeah, during survival situations, people tend to think they know what's best for them. And only if there's a person of authority who's still alive also will they then trust that person, rather than a person who actually knows what to do and can save their lives. But yeah, I did the videos, I warned, and here we are. Believe that bleep deleted all my thumbnails. And then the internet goes and deletes all the pictures from my website, plus the website posts. All gone. They're just erasing me from history again. Just on a grander scale now. So, yeah, that's what I foresee now, is if Trump gets indicted before the midterms, civil war. instantly, and will likely prevent the election for the midterms because of the Civil War. If they keep delaying and wait till after midterms, Civil War for the midterms. In those places, at least where their candidates are losing, or turned out that they did lose, there will be an overturn or writing to overturn the election results. Supreme Court gave the okay for the states to do it. So if the states don't do it, then the people will rise up and overturn it. The MAGA people. Because they want to make sure that they overthrow the government. The whole sweep of Congress. And they told us what they're going to do. They're going to impeach and remove from office both Biden and Harris, and put in Trump. So, yeah, the Justice Department will again be swept out with yes men put in. And yeah, next year is going to be very ugly. And then it's going to escalate to the point where September 22nd, day that shall burn as an oven. And Bruce R. McConkie told us what that's going to be. So, what does it matter to tell people if they're not even going to bother to because now 3rd Nephi 11 is not going to happen. The survivors make it to Zion, called Bountiful. It's already built. Temple's built. Yeah, not going to happen. You know, that's the same pattern as Lehi and his family leaving and going to the Promised Land and setting it up, and Mosiah begins, and then they find that there was the other group that left, and they're Zarahemla people. Then Mosiah takes over. And you do know that Mosiah is a Hebrew construction of Moses and Yah, the Hebrew God. The Yah Moses, Moses Yah, which is the Christ, the man like Moses. Did I not tell you that? Did I need to do that in the video for you? Oh well. Now this is 30 minutes. I'm just rambling. But yeah, the white horse is already involved, guys. Revelation 19. Jupiter's been riding the white horse. And it's not been fun for him. Flying in outer space is no fun. So, I mean, that's the real tragedy looking back. To realize that Mormons completely and utterly failed to fulfill prophecy and fulfilled the other prophecy of evil and corruption. But we'll close with Joseph Smith. So he's quoting from Malachi, coming of the great and dreadful day, day that shall burn as an oven, and then adds in, if it were not so, the whole earth would be utterly wasted at his coming. And that's what we're looking at. Utterly wasted. And not chocolate wasted. That Adam Sandler movie. What was that movie? It's where he was involved with little kids. Which Adam Sandler movie involves getting chocolate wasted? Grown-ups. I want to get chocolate wasted. So that's what we're looking at. Utterly wasted.